Trust me, my beard being trimmed isn't the only shakeup in this video.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
It's Morphin time. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Part 2. Hello and welcome back to Earth Alien ProtoMet, where I'm picking up where I left off last time and discussing Season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So if you haven't seen the previous episode, go check that out, because this video is going to contain spoilers. Frustrated with her constant failures, Rita Repulsa's boss, Lord Zed, arrives and takes charge of the conquest of Earth. With their Zords damaged in battle and Tommy's Green Ranger powers weakening, the Rangers face a dire future. But with the help of new Zords, new allies, and the new White Ranger, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers stand strong to defend Earth from the threat of Lord Zed. Also, there's an upcoming World Peace Conference or something, I don't know. Like the season before this is a combination of American footage and Japanese Super Sentai footage, in this case, Gosei Sentai Dairanger. The season also finishes up with the Zoo 2 footage that had been left over from the first season. Now, you might have noticed that the Rangers still have most of their original costumes, despite the new Zords and use of footage from a different season of Super Sentai than before. This is probably because the original cast returns for much of the season, and Saban didn't want to confuse the audience by randomly replacing them or their costumes to go with the new Sentai footage. The only Ranger from Dairanger to appear in Power Rangers is the Kiba Ranger, whose costume looks similar enough to the Zoo Ranger costumes that it could blend in with the rest of the team. After Tommy seemingly left the show as the result of him losing his Green Ranger powers, the series hinted at the existence of the new White Ranger, and even teased a mystery over who this new Ranger really was. New characters were introduced to help expand the mystery as potential new Rangers, but ultimately bringing Tommy back as the new White Ranger and making him the leader of the team was a pretty good call, since, he was a favorite. Though some of these new characters that had been introduced for the mystery were dropped after the show made the big reveal. Speaking of, the shift in leadership of the Rangers was the result of some of the cast's decision to leave the show, namely Jason, Zach, and Trini. The World Peace Conference plotline was created in order to write them out of the show, while new characters, Rocky, Adam, and Aisha, are introduced to take their place. The absence of the departing actors for the show is noticeable, as most scenes of the Rangers in their civilian modes are limited to Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy, as well as the new characters. That having been said, the storyline where the old Rangers transfer their powers to the new ones is pretty good. Lord Zed is noticeably more of a threat than Rita was during the first season, so his arrival and subsequent assault on Earth feel much more impactful. It helps that his rise to power is just the first in a number of shakeups the second season has, disrupting the status quo in a good way. Heck, Zed even has his own powerful Zord, Serpentera. And then Rita Repulsa returns and tricks Zed into marrying her. But rather than drag Zed down to her level from Season 1, the evil couple actually feel like an even bigger threat to the Rangers than before separately. And of course, we can't forget the lovable duo of Bulk and Skull. These guys return as well, but rather than just simply remain bullies, the writers gave them something else to do. Try to discover the identities of the Power Rangers. The two still manage to bungle things up as the comic relief of the series, but once again, their misadventures only make them more endearing. Plus, they show a kinder side to themselves in some episodes, even trying to do the right thing when the opportunity presents itself. With a new lead villain and new characters, this season shakes things up quite a bit. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. While I will admit that some things could have been handled a bit better, Season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is still great, and I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you've already seen it, then rewatch it. Next time, I'll be finishing up this three-parter by covering Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3. Until next time, see ya!